Yo, 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 what is going on, CoD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and today I wanted to do something that I think is going to be really cool. It's kind of going to be this two-part series on essentially asking a question and then eventually getting some answers that we're going to be able to kind of hype up the upcoming KvK groups, and I think it's going to be pretty interesting. So, this is probably not going to be a long video, so I'm just going to get right into it. So I made a questionnaire Google form. And I would love for any and all players from Kingdoms 27 through 90, predominantly. I don't necessarily know if there's anyone outside of those kingdoms that may be privy to things that are happening internally or within those that would be relevant to filling out the questionnaire. So this will kind of be a little fine-tuned, but again, thought of doing it in a public way so that way other people can still chime in, comment, give some feedback, etc. So let me show you the form. And I will have a link to this in the pinned comment and description of this video. And it's pretty straightforward for what I have. So this is our K27-90 KvK group player questionnaire that we have. Hopefully I spelled that right. We got just a couple questions, right? So we got which KvK group are you in? Just to kind of give us some data points. I want to know how satisfied are you with your KvK group? Right, and then specifically, what are you not satisfied or very satisfied about? I'm very big in collecting data and feedback for those of you who may know or not know, and I think it's very interesting when we can show these pieces of data and feedback off to the community, because I think it gives us a better and greater insight into not only the game as a whole, from whether it be small, medium, or large sample size or pool sizes, but I think it also helps us get a better understanding and at times can help shape direction that we are going forward in or hoping to go forward in with the game. And then we have, right, how would you like to see the devs do kingdom merges? And this is just a couple examples. We also have another option as well. These are just some I just thought of. How unified is your kingdom going into KvK, right? So I think this will be interesting. And I did it this way because I thought I could say yes or no, but, you know, I figured I'd give percentages based on how many active alliances are there, and then that way you guys can just tell us how you feel, right? So kind of more of a estimate. And then we have, right, how did your first season in your home kingdom go? This is more to talk about, you know, were there any trials, tribulations? Was there any drama? Was it pretty nonchalant and you guys were able just to kind of focus on development? And then we have any storylines, and this is probably some of the good stuff, right? Here's where some of the juice comes in. Any storylines or drama we should look out for in any KvK groups, whether they be yours or others. And this is kind of where, you know, I'm sure this would be a great answer for people to type in and read. And then we have two important ones here at the end, which is any rivalry declarations or of alliances or players that you are looking to fight, right? So if you guys want to, you know, fire some shots, hopefully doing it in a nice and respectable way, because I do have to show this off on the next video, but that I'll do from this. But I would love to know if there's anyone, again, you guys are looking to get into some fisticuffs with, players or alliances you're looking forward to fight, you know, especially for those that might feel like they're punching up based on, you know, maybe having a little bit less power, but maybe you feel you're more organized or more well put together and you're excited to show that off. Whatever it may be, I'd love to hear. And then lastly, and this is one of those things that I think it's always important for us to kind of give credit where credit is due and also thank those that typically are relatively thankless in their specific jobs or positions. And this typically comes into more management. So if you're someone who's an officer, a leader of an alliance, if you're kind of involved in kind of kingdom management overall, or, you know, you do some type of R6's position like I do in my projects, it's one of those things, or even if you're just in other kind of kingdom departments, as an example. This is something that I think is really important. So we asked any shout outs to players that put a lot of work in to help keep your alliance or kingdom running. And what is it that they do? Right? Because again, I'm always happy to kind of give people their flowers. And I think this is a great way to also show the community how important it is when you talk about kingdom and or alliance management in general. There's a lot that goes in, and these individuals, in my opinion, are essentially the backbones. And I'm generally speaking, because you're always going to have good and or maybe some players that have more opportunities to develop than others, or just may not necessarily be the right fit to be in management. So again, that's why this is kind of more of a universal approach on that question, but hopefully we'll get some nice answers from that as well, because there's a lot that goes into it. And if you want things to be running smooth and be running well, these are those types of behind the scenes things typically that happen when you're talking about the management aspect of a game, and what, or specifically these types of games in Kingdom Builders, they're really the backbone at the end of the day. So again, I'd love to hear what you guys think. And yeah, that pretty much is going to be it for me. Like I said, a pretty short video on this one. Now, I'm going to pass the question off to you all, right? Regardless if you are in this KvK group or not, or pool, we should say. I would love to hear from any of you on if you are, if there's anything you've been hearing for any of the kingdoms that are in this group. Are there specific matchups that you are looking forward to, especially to watch? Again, I'm going to be trying to cover as much as possible. And then lastly, for this upcoming KvK pool with these 16 groups that we have, right, let me know what type of content you would like to see. Again, outside of me already looking to cover as much PvP from all of these groups as humanly possible, that's probably going to end up being a decent bit of the content that I'll be pumping out for that season period, just because we obviously have so many more merged kingdoms that are going to be fighting as well. So, you know, for me, trying to kind of cover each as much as I can. I'm sure there's going to be some we may cover more or less than others, especially those that are having more sustainable PvP and sustainable fighting for longer periods of time, because it's just more likely we'll get more content out of that. But if there's anything else, let me know. And again, I'll try and think of some stuff on my own as well. But that's going to be it for me. So again, anything and everything, let me know, as always, in the comments down below. That's going to do it. So until next time, I will catch you later.